Hey traders, Mike Sir here. Welcome to the Trader Psychology live stream video series. Really excited in terms of starting this new segment and new session with you guys. It's an opportunity for you guys who are facing any trading psychology, any mental mindset issues that are not related to your trading skills or your trading knowledge, and it allows you to be able to utilize the existing skills that you have, but be able to really master the trader mindset. So what I want you guys to do today is, before we begin, is any questions that you guys want me to go through on with regards to trading psychology, anything in regards to the mindset, please type your questions in the chat box. Hopefully, again, the chat box is working today. And what I'll do is essentially be able to answer any questions that you guys have in regards to that area and be able to help you today. All right, so why don't we get started? While you guys are typing in the questions, and then we'll go through some questions together. I'm going to go through three key things that I think are very key in terms of mastering the trader mindset. So there's three things. So some of you may have, or all of you have watched my video regards to 20% is basically related to, or 20% of trading success is really related to trading skills, and the 80% is really in regards to the mental side. So I wanted to just share with you a couple of things in regards to why that is the case. And again, for some of you who haven't watched that video, suggest that you watch it. So trading knowledge is, of course, very important, because if you don't know the rules of the stock market game, then how do you play that game, right? So that's very important. But that's just a foundation, and just having trading knowledge is essentially allows you to be able to know the rules of the game. So now that you know the rules of the game, it doesn't mean that you are going to have trading success, right? Just because you know a lot of the strategies, just because you know how to draw the charts, just because you know how to analyze companies, doesn't mean that you can be a very successful trader. So that's just a foundation. So then what you want to do next is you want to develop your skills, right? Your trading skills. And I'm not just talking about like reading charts and understanding certain strategies. It's basically being able to know exactly what you're looking for, and when you are out there looking for it, does that market agree with the type of skills that you've developed? So for example, let's just say hypothetically right now, with the tensions going on in around the world, the market is very volatile, right? Or the market is melting down. It's going down. Now, if you don't have the skills to know how to profit in a down market, then you're unable to take advantage of these opportunities. You're just basically be trading scared, right? You're nervous, right? Because you've never, or you don't have the skills to be able to profit in a down market, right? So that's one aspect. The other aspect is, well, markets are very volatile, and let's just say the type of style that you have developed or type of skills that you have developed are for when markets are steady, right? They're more stable. But in these type of markets, it's perfect for a trader. Let's just say, for example, a day trader who can benefit from wild fluctuations or wild price fluctuations on a day-to-day basis, right? Or perhaps someone who has really great short selling skills, right? To be able to make money on the downside. They've developed those type of skills, okay? So now that you have, let's just say, the knowledge, now you have the skills, well, it's still, not enough, right? In terms of really getting success. So it could be, for example, when I say about the mindset, I'm just talking about the ability to take action, right? So you have the knowledge, you know how to short sell, you develop those skills, but you're kind of hesitant because you're fearful of losing money, for example. So you don't take on trades, right? You see trades that are sitting in front of you, and the market's going down, but you just can't hit the sell button, right? To enter into a short selling position. So that's one aspect. The other aspect is the fear of obviously losing money, right? So obviously you're not able to put on bigger positions just because you're very fearful. Well, what if suddenly they call off the war and suddenly the market rebounds and goes up, and then I'll be losing money and all that type of stuff, right? So that's mental side, right? That's the mental side that you for yourself you need to work on. Okay, it's not you need to work on your knowledge, your trading knowledge, or you need to work on your trading skills. You need to work on yourself. So that's what I meant by that. And I'll kind of just tell you a little bit more in regards to that area specifically is if you like once you have all these skills, and I've taught so many students throughout my 15 16 years in teaching. I've worked with traders who have more experience than me, right? They've been trading for 30 years, and I've been only trading for 21 years, but yet they still can't achieve success, right? So sometimes I ask, like, why? Like, what's the reason, right? And what I found out is that they're very knowledgeable. They have lots of strategies. They know a lot about the markets, but they just yet can't get success or can't achieve success. Also worked with lots of people who have MBAs, they have PhDs, and they're very, very smart people, but yet when they try to apply the same type of approach in terms of how they approach their current job, right? They're very, very successful business owners, they're very, very successful corporate people, or they're very, very successful entrepreneurs, but yet they can't translate that type of success to trading. And a lot of it has to do with the mindset. So they're also approaching it, in certain ways, right? For example, I already mentioned they're afraid to lose money, right? So sometimes it's an ego thing, right? Ego can sometimes work very, very well in the corporate world, right? You have a big ego, you can kind of get what you want, right, from the corporate world, but you can't have egos in the markets, because the markets will tell you whether you're right or wrong. So if you're very fixated on saying, I think this market's going to go up, well, you can see that markets aren't going up right now, so the market's going down. So you have to put your ego aside and say, listen, market's telling me I'm wrong. I have to either reverse my positions, or I need to get out of this market. The other thing is, I've seen lots of traders who suddenly become gamblers, right? They're chasing. As a stock goes lower, they keep buying down, right? They keep averaging down. They keep adding to losing positions, or they play so big on an opportunity where the opportunity is not that high probability or very low probability. So the reason why some of these people really gamble, or they play big positions, they want to make lots of money, right? So in their mindset, I need to make a lot of money today, or I need to make money a lot this month because I need to pay for this, or I need to buy this, or I want this type of thing. So it has nothing to do with your trading skills or your trading knowledge, but yet you kind of sometimes people throw it out the door, right? With your skills, it's just that the market is not ready for the type of skills you have, but your mindset is ready. Like I worked with so many students of mine. Once I finished working with them, they said, like, so excited, I want to apply everything that Mike's taught me, and I want to get into the markets right away. I said, whoa, wait, okay. The strategy that we worked on together to develop for you is not really there's no this type of right setup, right, for the skills that we have worked on together, right? For example, like I said, I've worked with some students who want to trade more stable markets. Well, they're very excited to apply what I taught them, but this is not a stable market environment, right? So that's also one reason why it screws up with a lot of your mindset, mainly because it's not because you're trying to not have emotion in the markets, or you're just trying to master the psychological aspect. Well, it's because you are not putting yourself in a situation where you are able to succeed. So it kind of and it kind of a little bit all over the place here, but it basically boils down to what I just said here, like trade your style. Okay, so if the strategy the style that you like volatile markets, right? You're a day trader, you like volatility, right? Because that's how day traders can make money. Well, this is a perfect market for you, right? Versus other markets where once markets are becoming more stabler, then you try to look for wild swings, right? You're trying to look for bigger profits. Well, then you don't get it, right? You get in, you get stopped out. You get in, you get stopped out type of thing. Well, it's mainly because, and it screws up with your whole mindset, right? Because I was making money, I was making so much money before, but now I can't make it. And then you try different things, and you start to chase. You don't follow your plans, right? Everything kind of unravels mainly because you're not trading your style, and you need to find the market that suits your style, right? And I have students, like I said, right now, too volatile. I said, listen, this is not the type of market for you to trade. If for some of my students, they want to just slowly accumulate stocks, right? Well, this is a great time, right? Look to buy, on weakness, for example, right? Or some students, they just don't want, they want to trade a little bit more stable markets. Well, I said, listen, this market is not for you, so don't trade it right now. Okay, and then the second thing the third thing I want to talk about, it's not about the money, right? So if you watch a lot of my Japanese trader videos, all of them, basically treat trading as a game, right? Like a video game. And that, in some sense, if you can apply trading or the stock market or any type of financial market that you're trading kind of like a game, then it helps you eliminate some emotional attachment to money, okay? Because money to us is different, right? Money to me may be different to you. Like money to me maybe just enjoying life, right? But money maybe for you could be, for example, something very, very very, very precious, right? For example, so you have a different mindset towards money. So what we want to do in trading, it's not about your profit or your losses that you incur in trading. That's not what your focus should be. Okay, your focus should be on the type of skills that you have, the type of strategy, and when you apply that to the markets, you're basically focusing on that strategy and on that skill level. Now, obviously, you would pre-plan ahead of time. Okay, well, how much am I risking? Because you're obviously, you're still going to be, careful that you don't lose all your money, right? And risk is very, very important. But the key aspect is that you need to be able to focus on the setup, right? Focus on the trade, not focus on how much you're making. So, for example, once you see that, let's just say you put together a plan that if it works, it would make you $1,000. And then suddenly you're in the trade and it's working in your favor, and suddenly you see, oh, wow, I made $500 already. And you immediately think, oh, $500 to me can mean, buying this, or can mean, getting this for myself or for my family, that type of thing. Then suddenly you say, okay, listen, $500 is good enough. Let me take the profit and go, right? So that's one aspect that you need to really focus on. Or also, if you lose money, for example, and not planning prior to determining what your risk is, then what you might do is you will suddenly say, well, I was only planning to lose $200, and then now suddenly your loss is $400. Well, I've already planned to lose 200, so 400 is not that big of a deal, and then suddenly 600, and suddenly 1,000, right? For example, so that really affects your trader mindset.